somebody is really rich, it's better to see how well they've applied that to perhaps how they dress, how well they've applied that to what they give to the world, how well they've applied those resources to what they've invested in, built, underwritten. It is not useful for them to say, I'm really rich. Because then we have a name for that. Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump is in the business of telling you how rich he is. And frankly, I heard it once, and that was plenty. I don't need to hear it anymore. Right? Now, show me how rich you are. Show me what good you can do with that. Show me what buildings you build. Show me what careers you start. You know, show me. I'm willing to watch that. Show me how talented you are. Don't tell me how talented you are. It should speak for itself. Craft. Don't tell me how hard you studied. Don't tell me what geniuses you studied with. Don't tell me how many years you spent at the neighborhood playhouse. Don't tell me any of that crap because I expect it. I expect it. I expect you to be a craftsman. I feel like anybody that hangs up a sign that says actor and they can't do it shouldn't hang up that sign. The very fact that you send out a resume says you are trained, you are prepared, you are a craftsman. Don't tell me how trained you are. I don't care. Show me. Take an acting problem and solve it. Yeah, we just changed the script. Deal. Sorry, there are no sides. Make it up. How good a craftsman are you? Don't tell me. I had a guy, a carpenter, come to my house once and tell me what a great carpenter he was. You know, and I thought, well, if he's saying that he's this great, I came home, his work did not show me that. Not only was I disappointed in his work, I wanted to shoot him because he told me what a great carpenter he was. Shut up. Show me what a great carpenter. Nobody's interested. I expect you to be a craftsman. In this industry today, anything less than fully competitive craftsmanship is not enough. So whatever it takes you to get there. For some of you, it takes a little more study. You know, some of you learn to drive faster than others. Some of you learn to cook faster than others. Some of you learn to make love faster than others. Whatever it takes you to get competent at making love, acting, whatever it is, get competent and do not talk about it. Nobody cares. It's bunk. It's bunk. Because you notice there are some people who are great actors who have no training whatsoever. You ever notice that? Why is that? Why do some people just take to it?
Because they're comfortable with themselves.
Because what?
Maybe because they're comfortable with themselves.
Because they have talent. You know the definition of talent? How do you define talent?
A natural ability to do something well.
The ability to work in a medium. That's what talent is. Some people have more of it, some people have less of it. Some of you have no talent, zero. But you really pressed on craft, and you're a good craftsperson with not much talent. Some of you have a whole lot of talent, and you waste it. Some of you have a whole lot of talent, don't need to practice as much. That darn Mozart was playing when he was 3 years old. What's that about? Talent. You can't change that. It's just there. To whatever degree you're blessed or not blessed. Some of us are taller, some of us are shorter. Some of us are smarter, some of us are not. Some of us can hear a little better. It's bunk. You're just given that. It's a gift. Your job is to be as good a craftsperson as you can be, given what you've got, and whatever it takes to be a competent craftsperson, that's how much you have to work, and I just expect it. I don't want to evaluate the difference between what you were given and how much work you had to do. All I want is for you to come and give inspired performances. paint pretty pictures, make nice sculptures, compose nice songs. That's all I care. I don't care how hard you had to work to get there. Just do the thing. If you say I'm a songwriter, write pretty songs. If you say I'm a sculptor, sculpt nice things. If you say I'm an actor, tell stories with your body and mouth. All the rest of this stuff that people talk about, bunk. Which brings us to resumes. The ultimate bunk source. First of all, because there's not a one of you that hasn't at some point bunked your resume. You know, I can say I played violin even though I was just, had that one line. I can, you know, they'll never see it. It closed. You'll never know. Right? You do it. It's publicity. It's promotion. Right? It also doesn't matter. It truly, those of you say, well, I don't have enough credits. Get some. Get some. Get your little butt out there and get some. If it's about credits, then get some. And the opportunities are about credits. Auditions are not about credits. Because sometimes there's somebody with no credits who does incredible work and nobody goes and checks their resume and go, oh, that is the best Hamlet I've ever seen. But, you know, they only have 3 things on their resume, so I'm not hiring them. That has never happened in the history of the world. If somebody comes in and does incredible work, it doesn't matter if they have anti-credits. You know, they could literally have been a member of a, you know, peculiar political party. You'll still hire them if they do a great Hamlet. That's not the issue. You know, but where the issue is important and where it isn't bunk is sometimes, for reasons I cannot fully explain, people will literally give you opportunities. Yes, please. People will literally give you opportunities based on credits. We all know that. So get them. Get them. Because ultimately, here's the funny thing. I noticed a lot when I would sit and hand resumes to directors, producers that I was working with, especially, well, anytime that I would give somebody the resume, inevitably they would turn it over and look at the picture. I've seen very few people read resumes. What they do is they size up how much is on it, and then they look at the picture. Oh yeah, they've done a lot. Very few people, unless they're looking for something to talk about. Oh, Cincinnati Playhouse, I'm from Cincinnati. But they really are not, because they know they can't evaluate that. They know you could have been in a production of Hamlet at some little university theater that was transcendent. It happens. Not often, but it happens. Or you could be in a major movie and have learned nothing being there. They know that these things are just words. So essentially they look, oh, done some shit. What do they look like? Let's see what happens now. Now, on the other hand, if a casting director has got a stack of the young boxers, and she says to the assistant, bring in 5 of them. I don't know any of these guys. They all look right to me. Bring in 5 of them. I can assure you that the assistant is counting credits. They're bringing in people that have more credits and that have maybe credits that somehow relate to the role. Because how else are they going to evaluate? Phone numbers? That just is as good a way as any. So if you need credits, get them. Go get them. Should I work for free? Yes. Because if you get a credit that isn't free, you got something. Get them. It's hard to get credits. I'm working a job. Tough. I guess you have to prioritize a little bit. You know, I don't like it. I wish you all had trust funds. First of all, you'd stay in acting class longer. You know, and you wouldn't have to have a waiter job. That'd be swell. That'd be swell. Who has trust funds? There's no trust funds in this room? I'm so sorry. I have one.
They want people to like them from the end, not their money.
I do. I have one. My grandmother left me $8,000. She did. She called it the trust fund.